The manufactured homes of today are nothing like they were 30 years ago, or even 20 years ago for that fact. On today's video, I'm going to give you 6 myths about manufactured homes that I get to hear on a very regular basis. My name is Stephanie and I'm a realtor in the beautiful city of Tallahassee, Florida, and I'm standing right now in the kitchen of my manufactured home. So let's dive right into talking about some of the myths, and I want you to leave me in the comment section some of the things that you have heard about manufactured homes and why you just should not buy them. Number 1, it's a depreciating asset and you're not going to get any money off of buying this manufactured home. Let me just say that is a lie. I have bought a manufactured home 20 years ago. Sold that manufactured home for a profit back in the early 2000s. Cases I've been in manufactured homes that were $300,000, that were 2 stories, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 homes. Let's talk about the build quality of the manufactured home next. So that's number 2, that they're not built to last. We live in the country on our 20-acre homestead. If you take a few moments and go to some of the websites of the manufacturers, this particular one is by Winston Homes and it's called the PIP. So you can go to their website. You can see that these are, in our area, they are built with 2x4s, just the same as your traditional stick-built home or site-built home. Your manufactured home is going to flood because the plumbing is bad. Yes, maybe many years ago, the plumbing was not up to par. In the late 1970s, the standards were changed for the build quality of manufactured homes. Plus, I live in the state of Florida, so our manufactured homes in the state of Florida, because we have hurricanes, are definitely built to a higher standard than, say, North Georgia or Tennessee, where they don't get affected so much by the hurricane strength winds. Number 3 is, it's simply a bad investment. And so let me give you something to think on. If you're going into your latest lease on your apartment, what can you expect to get at the end of that investment? You'll get nothing. If you're to go into a manufactured home at the way that prices are overinflated today, most people that I have helped in the past with their manufactured homes, even 15, 18 years ago, have had success in building equity in their manufactured home. Just like with a traditional site-built home, you have to take care of your home. It's no different. Just because you're in a manufactured home does not mean that you get to get away with skimping. Just because you're in a site-built home does not mean that you get to get away with skimping on taking care of your home. You still have to get roofs. You still have to repair plumbing. You can go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's and get the plumbing in these manufactured homes that are built today. You don't have to order them from somewhere special. You can look up under the cabinets, look at your faucets. This particular manufactured home has Moen faucets all the way through. It also has all Whirlpool appliances. So that's not something that you have to special order when you're buying manufactured homes of today. Number 4, permits are hard to get. This is something that we have to talk about, and I'm actually in the middle of writing a book of talking about the process. So you can't get permits for something that is simply not allowed. If you're buying land, one of the first things that we did was making sure that we went to the courthouse. We looked at that deed to make sure that there were no restrictions for mobile homes or manufactured homes. There were no restrictions for chickens, pigs, horses, that type of thing. So that is something that is a part of your research. You have to do the research to find out if your manufactured home is going to be allowed on the property that you live in or what area that you choose to go in. You have to pick up the phone and talk to the county workers about the particular property, and they will tell you what you need to know in regards to that particular parcel to be sure that you can get a manufactured home on that parcel. Financing is going to be difficult. I'm going to do a separate video on actually what it took to get financed Regardless to whether you're buying a traditional site-built home or you're buying a manufactured home, keep your credit straight. I cannot stress that enough. You want to get the best interest rates that you can possibly get on whatever home that you decide to go into when you're making this purchase. With that being said, there are places like 21st Mortgage Corporation and Vanderbilt Mortgage that are relatively easy to get approved for. It was actually much easier, a lot less hassle that we went through in order to get the manufactured home versus getting even the last site-built home that we went into. That was for many reasons, and the main one being underwriting. So I just did not find that either the last time or this time, I just didn't find that it was more difficult to get approved for a manufactured home than I did for a site-built home. The underwriters going through the different banks with the site-built homes, the underwriting was going to always be a nightmare up until the very day of closing. They're always looking for some reason to disqualify you, in my experience. And we always seem to have to walk a really, really tight rope in order to try to get financed through the traditional site-built home. But this one was much more lenient. And I even got to use I was a college student over the last couple of years, so I don't have a long work history and was still approved for the loan. So that's just my experience. The underwriters asked for a few things they needed to clarify, but other than that, there was not an entire list like we normally have with the underwriters for traditional site-built homes. So in my opinion, it was just much more simplified both times going through underwriting. I don't know whether we're on number 5 or number 6, but one of the other things that I would hear a lot is that you can't get insurance. I live in the state of Florida. We easily got insurance for our manufactured home, and it's no more expensive than the insurance was on our last site-built home. The lender actually offered their insurance. Their insurance was about $1,500 per year, more than the insurance that we actually went with at an outside company. So make sure that you get 3 quotes for insurance when you're looking for any home insurance, including with a manufactured home. We're at the point now where I'm going to insert a video giving you a tour of our manufactured home. Leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know if you have owned a manufactured home before, what your experience was like, whether it's good or bad. Just let me know in the comment section and enjoy this tour.